right, lead heads, welcome back to the Talking Lead podcast. This is episode 195, and I'm your host, Left Hand. And this is the Easter weekend or week. I don't know how long people celebrate Easter. Typically, I just do it on that Sunday, but I know a lot of people get the Good Friday off, and I'm definitely taking advantage of that. I'm off anyway. It's great being your own boss. So I'd like to go ahead and thank our guest from last week. Well, I'll tell you what, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and welcome in our guest this week. We have none other than, and this is his first time on the show. I can't believe this is his first time on the show after the years and years that we've been doing business together and supporting one another. We have Mr. James Richardson with 1776 United, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo!
What's going on? I'm excited to be on here. Yeah, it's definitely a long time coming.
Is this really your first time being on, man? For real?
Yep. I honestly think this is our first time being on. You know, my partner, Cody, I don't know if he was on before.
Cody has been on before. He was on, I believe, this December for our Black Friday special show. I think he came on to announce the Black Friday special you guys were having.
Okay, that was just a quick little segment.
Yeah, a quick little segment. But we've not really done a 1776 James or Cody. You know, you guys being on the whole show. So
yep.
And this is going to be kind of an abbreviated one also, because we're going to get into some more of our interviews from the 2017 SHOT Show. But wanted to go ahead. You had some time, so while you had the time, I wanted to capture you so we could get you on. We're going to have a good show, though. We've got a lot to talk about, but again, I want to thank our guest from last week, Marcus Kahn with Modern Spartan Systems, Mikey Hartman with CAA USA, and Hartman Optics. Always a good time with Mikey on. And Nick Atkinson with Beastmaster Hunting. And make sure you guys listen to last week's episode because there is a giveaway going on, a little contest that Nick has thrown together for the Beastmaster Hunting channel. He wants you guys to help him come up with a topic or subject for his next hunt, one of his next episodes. That'll be cool. So something like hog helicopter hunting, say that 10 times fast, but with some kind of twist to it, something cool, something neat. Now, you know he does night vision, thermal vision hunting anyway, and I think that's kind of one of the things he's got planned, but come up with something cool for his show, and you're going to win a cool Beastmaster swag package, and there's also going to be a Talking Lead t-shirt in that swag package too. So go back and listen to that episode, find out what you need to do to win. So we got a lot to talk about, James.
Let's do it.
Let's
get down to business.
There's been some crazy stuff going on since our last episode. And I think we should just go ahead and start off with our Jackwagon Train. So Gunny, bring that train in.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the Talking Lead Jackwagon of the Week, so brace yourself, baby.
Well, it's pretty clear, I think, this week, United Airlines and their debacle. So.
Hands down, yeah. I mean, they're all over the news. That's no shocker to anybody listening to the show. I haven't really, other than hearing something here and there about it, I haven't really done any big research on it, but basically the gist of the story is, if you've been living under a rock like I have and haven't heard much about it, they overbooked a flight. Ooh, shocker there, airline ever overbooking a flight. And they were asking for volunteers, I think, for seats because they had a crew or something they were trying to get to another flight. Is that right? Something along those lines?
Yeah, they overbooked it. They had a few crew members that needed the seat. So they asked, I guess, I don't know how many people they asked to get up, but at least this one person that went viral.
Right, and I don't understand why they singled this guy out. Why didn't they pick the person in front of him, the person behind him, next to him? Was it because he's just he's a single dude? Is that what it was? I don't know.
I think he was sitting in a single seat or something, and I don't know. But Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Dr. Deo.
Yeah,
I
think he's like a Vietnamese doctor or something. I don't know. But they basically just beat his ass and dragged him off the freaking plane because he wouldn't give up his seat that he had paid for and reserved. And I mean, I don't get it. They actually, United Airlines actually called the police, the Chicago. Who was it they called? Chicago police or something?
Chicago aviation authorities. Yeah, they came in and forcefully removed him. Just dragged his ass off the plane.
And they broke his nose. They knocked teeth out. What else did they? I mean,
he got a concussion.
Jeez. And this is an old dude too. It's an older dude.
Yeah, I think they said he was 69 years old, or maybe I'm reading that wrong. Yeah, 69. Suffered a concussion, broken nose, damaged sinuses, and lost 2 front teeth.
That's ridiculous, man. I want to know more about the story. I want to know why this guy was singled out and why that they used such excessive force on this guy.
Yeah, he didn't seem like a threat.
There has to have been something else going on other than he just wouldn't give up his seat so that this crew could get on and make a flight somewhere else. I don't know. Deadheading, is that what they call it when the employees get on and fly? Call it
deadhead. What'd you say? Deadhead?
Deadheading, yeah. Almost like leadhead, but deadhead.
I don't even know where were they going? It was out of Chicago.
Out of Chicago. I don't know where they were going. But this guy, I mean, he was a doctor, so he's probably pretty well off anyway. He's going to be a bazillionaire now. He's going to own United Airlines and the Chicago Airport Authority.
Yeah, that's going to be
I mean, he's got
large settlement.
He's a non-white male, so he's of Asian descent, so he's considered a minority. He's got that going for him.
He's old,
and he's a senior.
Elderly.
He's a senior citizen, so he's got that going for him as well. So I mean, he's got all kinds of freaking lawsuits here and people that are gonna tear United apart. Didn't you say their stock like dropped $1 billion,
$250 million in one day? I think. I don't know total at what it's currently at. Yeah, I read something that was upwards of 1.4 or 1.2 billion. But
see, if they had any kind of creative marketing person at all, they could turn that and twist that around because they are getting just ungodly amount of press right now.
Not good press either.
Well, I mean, you know what they say. There's no such thing as bad press.
If they could spin it, yeah, they're
if they
definitely
could
not doing a good
spin
job.
they need to take that money and hire a good spin doctor to twist and turn this. I don't know. I mean, we had talked about it, trying to come out with a patch or a T-shirt or something like that, but I think it's going to die down by the time you get something printed and put out. So.
Yeah, the way things work nowadays on social media, there's going to be another hot topic in 2 or 3 days. So, I mean, just like the mother of all bombs, what was that?
The MOAB, yeah.
Dropped today.
Yeah, today's the 13th. I think it dropped yesterday, but sometime between now, less than 24 hours ago, the world's largest non-nuclear bomb was dropped on Afghanistan, or in Afghanistan.
Yeah. That was basically, well, it wasn't dropped, it was kicked out of the back of a C-130.
Right. The loadmaster just booted it out the back. He's like, suck on that, ISIS.
Yeah, you got to include a picture of this on your podcast link, because that thing is massive. It's the size of a semi-truck trailer, or as long as one.
It's huge. Yeah, it's like a submarine. I thought it was like a submarine or something like that. But, so we'll wrap up our United. We're throwing United Airlines, obviously, on the Jackwagon Train, and the Chicago Airport Authority. Is that who it is? Those officers that were wearing bulletproof vests and guns and beat this senior citizen half to death to get him off the plane so that some employees could deadhead. So I think there's a little more behind it than what we've heard. There's probably more to this story. But
I'm sure.
Just the premise, just the premise of it is ridiculous. I mean, the dude don't want to give up his seat that he's paid for, and that he had every right to be there. I can see if he's what's it called when you don't have a ticket and you get on something?
Standby
Stowaway
or whatever.
Stowaway. Yeah, if he's a stowaway, snuck on there, pulled a Frank Abagnale. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
Do you remember the movie Catch Me If You Can? Did you ever watch that movie? It's a great movie. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, and it's based on a true story. And I've actually met this guy before. I was at an event where he was speaking. He was a guest speaker, Frank Abagnale. I think I'm saying his last name right, but anyway.
Abagnale. It's Abagnale.
Yeah, something like that. He was a counterfeiter, fraud guy. So he impersonated, and it might have been United Airlines. I don't know if it was United or American Airlines pilot. And he would deadhead and fly all over the world, pretending that he was a
pilot for
whatever airline that was. And he even went to the extent of getting on their payroll somehow, and he was getting like fake checks from them and cashing checks and all this stuff. So.
I remember that. I mean, that movie came out in like 2003 or 2.
It's been a while, but it is a great movie. I've probably seen it 4 or 5 times since then. But
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I mean, he impersonated a doctor. He impersonated a pilot. I mean, there's all kinds of different things he did. But
it's like the commercials from Holiday Inn, where you wake up and you're just doing a different profession the next day.
That was him. I think that's where they came up with the idea for those commercials. But they busted him. He finally got caught, and he was going to jail for forever. They were going to bury him, but it was I think it was the FBI actually hired him to come to work for them because he was so good at
impersonating people,
at counterfeiting. He had counterfeiting down to a T that they used him to teach their people the techniques that he used so that they could catch other people. And they actually used him to identify other counterfeiters and stuff, too, to catch other counterfeiters. And I think he owns some sort of security company now, So
that's a crazy way to start your career.
I guess. But he's one of my heroes. But, yeah, so we went from an elderly Asian gentleman getting his ass kicked to Catch Me If You Can. Or whatever. What is it called? Catch Me If You Can? Is that what it was?
Yeah, Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah. So that's our first jackwagon. Who's our second? Do we have another jackwagon? I guess Syria. Would Syria be a jackwagon? Good candidate?
Syria is always a good candidate for that, I'm sure.
Yeah. So we're all aware that we bombed Syria for dropping chemical weapons. Was it on their own people? Who were they bombing?
Yeah, they were. It was on their own people.
So Assad. So we're gonna throw Syria and Assad on the Jackwagon Train. What's being called the worst chemical attack in years in Syria. So dozens of people died, including children. One of the worst chemical bombings in Syria turned a northern rebel-held area into a toxic kill zone on Tuesday. That would have been, what's today's Thursday? 13, 12, 11.
It happened on the 4th, April 4th.
Oh, so it was the last week it happened?
Yeah.
Western leaders, including President Trump, blamed the Syrian government, the President Bashar al-Assad, and called on its patrons, Russia and Iran, to prevent a recurrence of what many described as a war crime.
It's interesting. Russia accepts that the deaths were caused by chemical weapons, but Moscow offered the explanation that a regime aircraft hit a chemical weapons facility controlled by rebels on the ground. So they're saying it's
an accident.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to spin it off as an accident, but
see, that's who United needs to hire. They need to hire that guy. That spin doctor right there. I mean that's like 100 times worse than what they did to this Asian dude. But yet more people are upset over this elderly Asian gentleman getting dragged off this airplane than Syria murdering these children. Yeah.
89 people or more injured. Yeah, dozens more. I mean, lots of them are kids and women. I mean, that's just
yeah. But yet people are more upset over this freaking United Airlines thing. So
that's how social media is,
our
though.
media. Well, that's just our freaking media. Our liberal media.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was Trump that ordered the bombing. Of course, they're against that. They're not going to get behind him on any decision that he makes. And then I think they're saying, Assad came on and said, or the Syrian government came on and said that they don't have chemical weapons. They've never used them. And I think I even heard one of them say, even if we had them, we wouldn't use them. Which,
yeah, I read something saying they said that they got rid of them 3 years ago or so.
Right.
But they don't have them in their arsenal anymore. So
yeah, I don't buy that. I'm not buying that. It's a bunch of bull crap.
Clearly, there's chemical weapons, obviously, somewhere. So
yeah,
they're not in their arsenal. It's a load of shit.
I think that I heard also that you were saying, the Russians said it was an accident and this, that, and the other, but I think they actually went in and bombed over to try to get rid of any traces of any chemical.
Try to
cover it up. Try to cover it up and say, hey, we didn't. There's no evidence. You bombed Syria unjustly. Blah blah blah. Bullshit.
Was that Russia? You said that did that?
I think I think they had a hand in it from what I heard. But again, this is just stuff that I hear here and there, and I probably just made that up. Yeah, it's fake news. I just threw out some fake news.
We got CNN pulled up right now. We're reading off of.
Yeah, never read CNN. New York Times. I mean, that's not even better, I don't guess. Is the Times the bad one, New York Times, or the New York Post? I can't remember.
Probably both of them. Anything from New York.
So Syria definitely on the Jackwagon train. I don't think we were able to work them in last week. But I wanted to make sure we went back and got them on. Yeah, do you have anybody else you want to throw on the Jackwagon train? Anybody else chapping your ass right now?
Not this week. Not at the moment.
Not at the moment?
No. I mean, those are pretty big ones for this week. It's been we actually disconnected cable. We don't watch any of that nonsense anymore. So I see all this stuff on social media, and my friends will text me and all this, and then I gotta go research it myself. But yeah, I'm a little late on a lot of this news sometimes, like that whole bombing, the big bomb that we dropped, I guess yesterday or today. Like I didn't hear about it literally until 30 minutes ago. So
right, me too. I mean, that's when you said it. I hadn't heard anything about it either. I'm like you. I mean, I haven't had like cable. Live stuff for years and years and years.
Yeah. And
when I go to the gym and they'll have the TVs on there and you can see them, but the volume's always down and you can't hear it. So I'm trying to read the closed captioning on some of them, but those closed captioning, I don't know if it's electronic or if they actually have a person there typing, but they're horrible. They can't keep up.
You can't ever make that out.
No, I mean they'll say something, they'll type it wrong, and then they'll backspace, and they'll come back, and then by then it's too late, and they've jumped ahead. So I try to get caught up in the mornings. I'll try to do Google News, and hit the top stories that way. I mean, it's pretty bad, but so if any of you lead heads, I haven't heard from you in a while. If you've got candidates for Jackwagons, if you've got ideas for a fact to fight the myth, if you've got any other news or suggestions, drop us a line at talkingled@gmail.com, or you can hit us up on Facebook, you can hit us up on Instagram. We're everywhere. Just don't try to hit me up on Twitter. I think it might get forwarded to me. If you do, that's fine. But
Twitter's been dying for us. It's just nobody's on it as much as they used to be.
And speaking of suggestions, this is a perfect tie-in for a little collaboration that 1776 United and Talking Lead are getting ready to drop on you lead heads. And I'm going to let James tell you all about it.
Yep. So we've done some product collaborations in the past on some of your logo tees and whatnot, and we're going to be doing more of that here. So we are going to start running a contest on our website. Basically, submit design ideas for a new lead head shirt. And
Boom.
Yep, you don't have to submit the actual design, just design ideas. We'll take care of designing it.
Design ideas for your own lead head logo, shirt, hat, patch, something. He's going to do probably shirt and patch start off with.
Yeah, we'll do a few products. Yeah, shirt and patch to start off with, and we'll see where it goes from there. So
there you go, guys. So I've been promising patches and new shirts and things for a while. I know, but I want to get you guys involved on this. So submit your ideas on a cool something that you would wear, a patch that you would pop on, your bag that represents the Leadhead Nation. So you as a Leadhead. What kind of a design, a logo, maybe even a motto too. Throw a motto in there too, saying
a little slogan or something.
A little slogan in there too, and the best one is going to win a 1776 United swag package that's going to include a hat and a patch of that design, a regular Talking Lead logo T-shirt, and would you say $100 gift card?
Yep. Yeah, $100 gift card to our site. So.
Boom. Awesome. So that's well worth it. And we're going to give you until the end of May. We're going to do end of May?
Yeah, we're going to do the end of May. I guess once May is over, we're going to look at all the designs and, or the design ideas. And
if you're good enough to do a design, then do it. I mean, go ahead and submit a design. And if you've got the skills, then send that. That's fine.
Yep.
But if you're not as savvy like me, and then just, try to pencil it out or just verbally describe it, I guess. And we'll pick a winner. Well, you got until the end of May, and then we'll pick a winner sometime after that. Give us a week or so to get through all that
everything.
Stuff. What we may do is maybe take the top three, pick the top three, and then we'll do let everybody decide on the top three from there.
Yeah, we could probably post like we'll
do like a popularity thing.
Poll,
whoever gets
or something.
Yeah, whichever one gets the most likes or something.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how we'll do it. I love how we just make shit up on the fly.
And then we got to tell them how to submit. So
yeah,
I
so
guess
you're
going to have the link.
Yeah, so tell them how they submit those ideas.
So I guess you're going to have a link that you can share somewhere on the podcast description or whatnot. But if you head to our website, we will have a link at the very bottom of the website that says Talking Lead or Leadhead shirt contest or Talking Lead contest. Just go to 1776united.com and scroll to the very bottom under more links. You'll see it. And and then I'll give you the link that you can share on social media.
Yeah, we're gonna push and promote this. So we'll be posting on Facebook, Instagram. We'll even put a link on my website too, on Talking Lead's website, that they can link on over to 1776 United's website. So there'll be plenty of places for you guys to be able to link to it. But just to get there quick, go to 1776 United's website and under the tab.
I'm going to put a link at the very bottom of the website. It just says like Leadhead contest.
Okay. All right. So go to the bottom of their page and there'll be a link down there. Very cool, man. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully we get some solid entries and get some new content, or not content, apparel and products for you guys. So
yeah, I like it. All right. So now let's quickly cut into one of our interviews from the 2017 SHOT Show. And this is going to be one that you guys are really going to enjoy. This is going to be our buddies from Keltec, Chad Enos and the gang. Sit down and we have a good time here. So you guys enjoy this, and James and I will be right back.
Hit record.
It's recording, man. This is gold.
Versa. What? Nice thing.
Always know to start recording as soon as you walk in the room.
Are you tagging his own equipment? Yeah.
Shabam.
Silly, not to.
All right, Leadheads, we are back at the 2017 SHOT Show. Welcome into the Nordic Opponents Talking Lead podcast. We like to thank our gracious host, Eagle Imports, for letting us set up the lead quarters here. Beautiful location.
Sweet
and
pistols.
We got some Strags coming in.
We're crashing the party.
It's beer 30.
and they're coming in holding us up from our beer drive. You usually come in bringing, gifts and drinks and stuff. So I was a little surprised. Well, it's beer 30.
It's been a rough
I meant
year.
gifts as in drinks.
You never know what he's got in that beard.
That's true.
It is none other than Chad Enos from Keltec, ladies and gentlemen. Yay!
I brought my buddy Devin here from.
Devin always makes it. It wouldn't be a complete interview with Chad without Devin.
They let him come into America, which is always nice.
America. You gotta go. Oh, damn it! All right.
Oh,
And
Tactical
Matt
Tim
Stanek
has
from
to
Keltec.
go.
Tactical Tim was going to hang with us, but he decided to bug out
What a
because it's
jerk.
beer 30.
And Matt Stanek from Keltec is also
Good old
here.
Matt. So you did
Yes,
come.
sir.
I was just kidding about the gifts, man.
Oh, we came bearing gifts.
Yeah,
Look at you.
But not necessarily
Look at
a
that.
wise man.
trying to
Look at
call
you. What
us.
color's yours?
Oh, yeah. I do have a green.
Oh, I get the blue one. Yes. Love the blue.
There's a lot more where that came from.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah, these are our CL43.
You got to get on that
43,
mic.
yep.
CL43s.
CL43 flashlight.
Okay, this is the one I talk about on the show all the time.
It's a
420
backwards
lumens.
facing button, so you kind of hold it like a gun.
Button.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool because you just use your trigger finger.
Well, it's
Turn it
also
off.
it was actually designed to be able to hold if you don't have a weapon-mounted light,
Yep.
for a real small pistol or something. It was designed to be able to hold so you can get two hands on the gun and actuate the flashlight at the same time.
It's genius. Who thought of that?
George, of course.
Did George
Yeah,
design
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
George is a genius, man.
It really is.
I would really like to meet him someday.
Come to the booth. He's been there
Yeah.
pretty much all day last 2
He'll
days.
talk to
Well-
anyone, even you.
I'm ball and chain to the to the studio. When I start this, so maybe tomorrow. Is tomorrow the day I'm all right, so tomorrow I'm not breaking out the recording equipment. I'm just gonna go and talk and meet because I don't ever get to do that.
You need to somehow do a backpack broadcast. Just throw it in your backpack and have the mic
Dude,
with you
you're
everywhere you
you're
go.
just trying to kill me.
But imagine
You ought to see me lugging this stuff around, man.
imagine the stuff you'd capture. Like when you and I are just hanging out and we're just rapping or whatever.
Right.
90%.
I call those sabotage interviews.
Well, half the time I wish I had. I wish we were
Half the
recording it
stuff
because
you
there's some
said,
good
yeah.
material in there, man.
Yeah, but then
You
there's
know?
those times you're like,
Careful where you
damn,
shine
I
that.
wish you didn't record that. Oops.
Edit.
So I'm always real
Yeah.
leery of these people that have the GoPros mounted to their
Uh-huh.
Right.
backpack and they sit down and they start talking to you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's on or
I'm
not.
sorry, you recording me while I was just picking my nose? Thanks.
Exactly.
Awesome.
I'm
Right.
sorry, I'm
Very
not
good.
looking at your GoPro.
Did you just record me talking shit about that guy? Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Busted. So
We
the
don't do-
2017 SHOT Show, I know you guys don't get much of an opportunity to walk around and see all the cool stuff.
No.
So you
we don't.
still haven't? So let's just talk about all the awesomeness that Keltec has with them
Sure.
this year.
Matt?
Well, we have two new variants of firearms.
Variants of
It's
firearms.
not a brand new firearm, so I kind of I don't know, feel like we're cheating you by saying we got a new gun because
Right.
Well, they're new guns. They're just.
I know.
People
People like variants.
We're not used to that
Yeah.
though. We bring brand new designs to
Yeah.
the table every year.
Yeah,
And,
that's true. So this year is the year of variants, and
Yeah.
a couple years ago was the year of flashlights. Yeah, people came over. What do you guys
Flashlights
got-
and knives.
What do you guys got
That was
new?
a
And I-
real low point for us.
Yeah,
But I don't see it that way because I think these flashlights are, if not the coolest, they're
really-
among the coolest that are on the market.
they really are.
Yeah.
I've got some good.
And I'm not just saying that, but they are. I mean,
yeah.
they're really cool
I
and
know.
functional.
There's actually some people that don't exist. Those kind of guys that go to do training and stuff like that.
Yeah. We just had one on the show.
Yeah, they love those things. Love them.
Yeah.
And so it's like this really weird underground thing with some, special operations guys,
Yeah,
and it's
secret
and
squad dudes.
And it's just, and a lot of these guys that go over there, they can't obviously be identified, and so they just kind of blend in with the population, and sometimes even if they get caught with a flashlight, they're busted. They're in trouble. They
Right.
got to fight their way out of it. So. But that's one of those lights that's small and
Because
compact.
the flashlight hasn't been invented in some of those countries.
With well, no, it's just if you have anything that's remotely tactical.
Matt gets it.
Yeah, so they kind of look at it, so we offer these different colors and stuff, so it looks a little less, suspicious.
Yeah, it
You know.
blends in. It's not
Yeah.
tactical. It's
Yeah,
urban.
yeah. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
really
we
cool.
have a
Urban.
rainbow of colors
You do?
Red, blue,
Yeah.
Yellow,
tan,
orange.
all your tactical colors.
Yeah, the CL. There's a CL42 and CL43. That's the CL43 right there.
The other one is just it doesn't have the trigger. It's got the rear thumb.
Yep,
Right.
rear cap. Yep.
Yeah, rear cap, which
And
is
it's
still a
your
badass
traditional style.
light.
And the thing that a lot of those guys like about it, and what I like about it, is that there's no bells and whistles on it. You push the button, the light comes on. There's not a bunch of modes and whatnot.
triple
like-
click,
Right.
5 times you get the bat signal and that
Right.
kind of
It's
stuff.
not to say that all those lights have a time and place as well, but I mean this is just to turn
Sometimes
it on.
a light just needs to be a light, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You can still half press it for like a momentary on.
Right. Yeah.
But,
yeah. So if you want to flicker it, you just flicker it back and forth real quick. Yeah.
I do that all the time. I mess with her. doing that.
Yeah. Could be fun. But yes.
To answer your question, KSG 25.
The KSG 25.
Yes, it's a 30.5-inch barrel shotgun with magazine tubes to match. So you can put a whole box of 12-gauge shotgun shells in 2 magazines.
So this would be a longer version.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
It is.
but it's still shorter.
Is that
than,
over there?
Yes.
It is.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
There's one over there.
I've got to see that.
It's a half-inch shorter than a Remington 870,
Yeah.
and it holds 25 shells.
All right, so how's Garcia like it?
Oh, he loved it.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He
All right.
loved it. Yeah. So you're adding 2 pounds to the gun. So the original gun holds,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There you go.
It's like something out of Star Wars, man. Is it really that long?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
And it's black? Oh my God.
Devin. For those of you that can't see us right now because we're on the radio, Devin gestured. That's what happened there.
Yeah, you can definitely say that on Talking Lead.
That's
You
what she
can say
said.
Yeah. That's amazing, man. That is cool.
It's
It
pretty
reminds
neat.
me of the KSG with the Atlas Defense suppressor on.
Yes.
It does.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, Atlas came by and they wanted to put a suppressor on that just to take it that far over the top.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, and it, actually, the mini shells, the Gila mini shells,
Yeah.
41.
Really?
A box in each tube and one in the
41.
chamber.
That is awesome.
It's the Welcome to America KSG.
Yes.
All right, dude. So Garcia has got to get timed dumping one of those.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good
That's the
He's
idea.
gonna
KSG
get tired.
challenge.
He'll get
Dude.
tired
Yeah.
before he finishes.
I think he'd be up for the challenge.
40. How many rounds? 40.
The Gila shells,
41.
41.
41.
Yeah.
See him. 41. All right. I'm going to put the over under. I'm going to say he can do it in less than 15 seconds.
I'd be willing to take that.
You take the over under on that. 15 is like
15
the.
seconds.
I'll go. Let's see.
Is he faster or
40 shells?
slower?
I'd probably go over on that a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
More like 18 to 20 seconds.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know, man. I don't know. He's quick.
What he dumps? He did.
He jumped to
3
under a second.
Three.
No, 3.
Yeah, it was 3
Okay.
in like under a second.
His dog could
And he
probably do
was-
it in 18.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
easy.
Maybe
That's
14.
true.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then take a crap.
Yeah.
But no, he was doing 3 in less than a second, and then it was accurate shots.
Yeah.
He was had like an inch group or something.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
Yeah, like 10 yards.
All right, so
or
that's
something.
the next video with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
We'll give you credit for that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So what else? So what other variations do you have?
Chad can tell you about the RDB survival.
Yeah, because that's less boring.
The RDB
just kidding.
survival. I like
Yeah,
this.
RDBS. So it's if anyone's familiar with the RDB, it's a downward ejecting bullpup with adjustable gas system. The standard one comes with a 17.3-inch barrel. Takes standard AR mags, side folding charging handle, completely ambi. You can move the charging handle from one side to the other. Pick rails top and bottom. It's an awesome little bullpup. But the variant that we are showing this year is it's like a backpack version of that gun. So 16-inch barrel, pencil weight barrel, all the same internal components, except it doesn't have it's got no pistol grip. It's got more of a hunting style stock. It comes with folding sights on the gun, so you fold the sights down, throw it in your bag, and there's nothing really to snag on it if you got to pull it out quick. So hence the survival / backpack version of the gun. What is this?
From our good buddies over at Fat Bottom Beard Company.
Yes, thank you.
I am delivering you some beard goodness there, my brother.
I like it. See me struggling over here?
We got some the oil, scented oil that goes in, and then the sculpting waxy wax.
If I didn't have a beard, I'd grow one just to get some of
You
this.
got
man.
a
Thank
killer
you.
beard there, bro.
These
Easier
guys.
said than done, Jad.
Sorry, Matt. Matt's like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Bless his heart. Is that yours?
Fat Bottom. Dude, I've been trying to, well, not trying to get a hold of it. If I wanted to get a hold of it, I would have, but I've been wanting to get a hold of some of this stuff.
Oh, I knew it. I
Yeah.
brought some for all my bearded bros.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Try it out. See how you like it. Get in touch with AK.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll give you flashlights all day long for some beard products.
Not necessary. Not necessary at all.
Yep.
So we're talking about the
RDBS.
RDBS.
Yep.
Sorry, we
Yeah.
got interrupted by awesome beardness.
Yeah, thanks, Fat Bottom. Yeah, so anyway, overall length is legal 26.1. Gun weighs just over 5 pounds. It's extremely light, obviously. It takes the same mags, but it's just it's a snag-free version of the normal RDB. And yeah, so pretty cool gun. Same threaded barrel, 1/2 x 28. So if you want to put a can on that bad boy and have some fun, it's always a good idea.
I don't think we should call it the RDBS. Just say RDB Survival.
RDB Survival.
RDBS.
Oh, thanks, Matt.
You know our customers will take us up on that.
That's for sure. Yeah, it will be due out. Engineers. Now I'm gonna toss the buck on this one. Engineers say third quarter of this
no.
year.
No.
I'm gonna guess probably second quarter of next year. But
Yeah, that's the marketing translation
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
engineer.
But it'll be well worth the wait. Absolutely. Yeah,
Definitely.
just like the rest of our
You
products.
should see this thing. It's as lightweight and compact as possible.
Devin, you're like a woodsman. You know, you're out there all the time. I mean, what do you think of that thing? Something you'd use?
Time and place for things like that. You see a lot of people now with these kind of just-in-case scenarios.
Uh-huh.
And not only that, you don't even have to be a woodsman to want to get into something like that. A lot of people want, quote, the truck gun. You know,
Right,
for the
yes.
driving
Backpack
car.
gun, truck gun, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's light, and if you can keep it concealed and it doesn't have to be in a rifle case per se, that helps a lot as well. If you're just in a normal backpack, you're coming in and out of work or your office or your house at the end of the day because you want to bring it back inside. I
And
don't
this
know.
thing is doesn't require SBR or anything.
No, not at all. Yep, it's got the overall requirements.
Do you have
Yeah.
pictures of that on your phone?
No.
You don't have any.
Matt, you got pictures of it?
Or I could just walk over there and look
Yeah,
at
Matt
it.
and
It's
I.
a
Yeah.
26.1 inches overall length
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. With the
versus the
with
normal.
the stock extended.
Oh,
yeah,
with the
it's
stock.
got it's got a little extension on there. So when you
Yeah.
fold it down, I believe it's
25 and a half.
Miley Cyrus has entered the booth. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's
So I got to
funny.
see it.
How unfortunate.
So that's not really a variant. That's kind of a new. I mean,
yeah,
you're under the same name, but
right. It really is a new gun. But same downward ejection, same gas system. I mean, all the internal components are the same.
Yeah.
It's just been slimmed down and lightened up for
And it's
a specific-
5.56?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Same 1 in 7 twist barrel. So
Downward ejecting.
yep. So you can get some good, put some heavier projectiles in there and get some good power out of a really tiny gun. So
It got Jenny Craig.
it got,
I might want to switch my request to that one versus the other one.
We
You
haven't
might-
seen the RDB Tactical
There's
yet.
the RDBT,
Oh.
yo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one
Talk about it.
it's a hybrid between the regular RDB 17 and the survival model we're talking about now. So yeah. So picture the survival that we just just described.
Right.
Put the pistol grip on it, and this one is going to come with an aluminum forend that's got M-LOK slots on it. A2 bird cage as opposed to the front sight. So it's going to be basically a shrunken down version and lightened up version of the RDB 17.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a barn burner. Thing's awesome.
Okay, so I'm switching to that one then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Me too.
And that's out?
Not yet. No,
Okay.
we want to get production going and get it up to speed with the standard RDB, and then we're gonna kind of drop these in the flow as we get to that closer to that point. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, because the differences are just furniture. So once the standard one's running and gunning, we'll be able to throw in the extra stuff.
The only
afterwards.
the only thing we need to do with the gun is after doing some testing with it and stuff is we're gonna thicken the barrel up just a little bit and then flute it to make it really rigid. So it'll still be very lightweight, but you have a nice. Nice stiff barrel on that 16-inch stiff barrel.
16 stiff barrel, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so we're super excited about that. And
is there any plans for different calibers?
There are, yeah. So we're a lot of people know this already, but we're looking to do 6.5 Grendel. I don't know if we'll do 6.5 Grendel in the smaller variants. The 6.5 Grendel is more set up for hunting. So we have the RDB-C. I know. Are you guys confused yet? So,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the RDB-C, which will come in two different calibers. It'll be 5.56 or 6.5 Grendel, and that will have a 20 or 24-inch barrel option.
Okay.
Yeah, so a little different setup on that, and there will be a kind of a medium profile barrel for that, and also a heavy barrel, like with I think it's got we're gonna do like a target crown or something like that on it. So it's like a true hunting rifle. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that'll be kind of neat too.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. 6.5 Grendel.
6.5 Grendel.
Good cartridge. Yeah. So
good hunting cartridge.
Yeah, so I need to talk to all of our ammo buddies and see if we can get them to start
Make you
pumping.
some?
Yeah, and
Hey, I know the people.
Yeah, I know a few too. Maybe we can make it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the 380 cartridge was dying, and then George came out with the P3AT little pocket pistol, which started the whole mouse gun craze.
Yeah.
And 380 ammo.
And then
just
22 mag.
came out of nowhere. Yeah. Yeah, and 22 mag as well. And good luck finding that now. So
right.
Yeah. But at the time we designed the gun and put it out there, 22 mag was everywhere and it's really affordable.
Yeah.
So
yeah, what's the new
popular
PMR 30 slogan?
What was PMR 30?
Yeah, if you.
The ammo's harder to find than the gun. Or
yeah,
something
you might
like
not
that.
be able to find the gun very easy, but the ammo's worse. Yeah. But it's just like anything else. That pendulum swings, and it'll come back around.
It does. How are the sales on the CMR? Is it the right?
The CMR 30, yeah.
The CMR 30?
Yeah.
What are the sales going on?
Massive demand on that as well. There always has been. And that gun we introduced 5 or almost 6 years ago now.
Has it been
sounds
that long?
about right.
Yeah, and we've been in, I can't even say we're even in full production
I remember
on
we
that
were in
just
Georgia
yet,
and you brought it out there when we were shooting with Eric.
Yep.
Yeah. So what happened with that? Just to answer the question, because nobody can find that gun or whatever. First of all, it's demand, but the production rate on that is a little slow, and we went through a ton of problems with infrastructure on that gun. Is what happened, and then to compound that problem, as soon as we got that sort of cleared up, we started having really bad vendor issues. So we could not get someone to anodize the chassis and make it look good. For like a year, it took us
Jacking it up, huh?
Yeah. So and that's not to throw other companies under the bus or anything like that, but that's just part of manufacturing.
Yeah.
So part of it is is our fault.
That's not uncommon either, because I've talked to a couple other manufacturers and they're having the same issues with the anodizing and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's the thing when you outsource stuff like that. It's a little bit of a gamble because you don't have any control over that, and then you have to work on cost effectiveness versus the quality that you're getting from someone else. So you have to trust someone else, and you have to get that to the right price, because if we can't get it at the right price point, the end user is going to end up paying for that, and that's not what we want to happen. Like, we want to keep things at a particular budget so that our customers can actually afford the guns. So. And I know people say, I'm willing to pay more if you guys can, produce more or whatever. And we get that, but there's
always, you're going to have the majority of your people they have expectations.
Yeah, and in all fair, we want to keep it fair. We want to keep the price of the gun at a fair price.
You could come out with a whole new line. It could be the Kel-Tec Platinum series, or something like that.
We've actually talked about it over the last few years doing a custom shop, because those of us on the shooting team, and there's some people that work there, we have access to a bunch of birds just flew by.
Are you serious?
We're in the basement of a building.
And there's birds down there.
So, you know, we do some customized
The
work
magicians just lost their act for the night.
and we obviously have access to the machine shop, and there's some things that we think about that are really cool, and we think that our customers could benefit from some of that stuff. And then there's other companies that do aftermarket parts. Like we've got a race gun, PMR 30, that one of my teammates built, and this thing is amazing. So doing some cross promotions with companies like Vortex and Tandem Cross, because Tandem Cross makes all this amazing stuff.
What does Tandem Cross do?
They make components for 3 or 4 of our guns. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Pistols?
for
the pistols?
No, they
specifically
do stuff for the pistols, like triggers and stuff like that.
And specifically for the
Grips.
PMR 30, they do some. Just go on their website, and there's you can look up gun by manufacturer,
Right.
And if you go on there, tandemcross.com, you'll see everything that they make for us. But they also make
Cross with a K.
yeah, Tandem the
Cross. K-Cross.
yeah, KROSS. But they make products for a ton of other guns too. So like, there's a lot of good Ruger products and stuff there. I mean, these guys are innovating some really awesome stuff, and they're American made, and these guys are just super cool, man. They're really nice.
They do anything for the PLR?
Don't know.
No.
My focus.
Red Lion does with the fore ends.
Yeah, Red
Yeah,
Lion Precision.
I've seen
Yep.
those. I want to do something with my PLR.
Midwest Industries.
Industries
yeah,
has some
Yeah,
stuff?
talked to
Okay.
Troy about that. Yeah, he makes some awesome stuff for the
Okay.
PLR.
I love my PLR, but I'm at that stage with it now that I want to change it up a little bit. I want to add some stuff.
Yeah,
to it. Give
that's
that
a-
next level of coolness.
That's the cool thing about that gun is you can take a base model and turn it
Yeah.
into a Cadillac pretty quick.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty
You
neat.
can arm brace it.
yeah.
you
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
we've seen some really interesting arm braces.
You can
out there,
SBR
too.
Just
it.
don't shoulder it.
You can SBR it.
Yeah, could do that too.
You can.
Yeah.
You can use that stock from the. Should I not talk about that?
No, go for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But people do it all the time.
The stock that you guys sell for the. What is the rifle that you have?
Oh, that's SU-16.
Yep.
Yeah, the SU-16.
Sure.
There's
You got a stock adapter you can put on
a
on
stock adapter for that, but it fits on the
PLR.
the PLR also.
Yeah, and I tell people.
But you got to
about that.
SBR it.
Right, and I tell people that's your responsibility to do the proper paperwork before you do something like
Oh,
that.
absolutely,
But,
yeah.
So
Don't be stupid.
right,
Yeah. But you could also brace it, like you said.
and it's such a light gun bracing. It's like it's not at all like trying to shoot like an AR pistol or whatever. The gun is so light that if you put a brace on it, you can really lock in.
Did you see that picture I sent you of the Ares breath flash hider?
Yes,
it's like,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like that long.
Yeah.
It's like 6 inches long.
Weld that thing on there and then shoulder it.
Yeah. Well, you could. Yeah, you could. But
Get it to 16 inches.
it's so heavy though. It's not
Devin,
practical.
Stop
16
looking at me like
inches.
that every time I say that.
Jealous.
Jealous.
Yeah, man.
All right, so 2017 SHOT Show. What's your plans for the evening tonight, guys?
We were
Day
hoping
two.
the
Day
entire
two.
reason we didn't even want to do the show. We came down here to ask you what the
Is
plan
that what it
for
was?
tonight.
Really, what's the plan tonight, dude?
No, we've got our company dinner. George takes us out to an awesome
Yeah.
dinner.
Tradition. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll do the company dinner probably 6:30 to probably 9:30, and then after that we're free.
Do you remember that shoot that we did when I said the Iraq shoot? We did it at Eric's place, but it wasn't the range day or anything like that.
Right.
He invited a few other people out. Peter Palma, Argo J came
okay,
out.
yeah.
So what happened was I wanted to go out and shoot with him and bring some products out. And I was pretty new. I didn't know Eric. We were just communicating through Brandy via email and phone call and stuff, and just awesome people. So we sort of built this friendship, and then I was like, he's like, yeah, come bring some stuff out and shoot. So you saw it. I brought about like 1 or 2 of everything.
Right.
Yeah,
And it was awesome.
Yeah, and we went and shot everything. We'll come to find out, like, to go shoot with him actually costs a lot of money.
It does.
Because it's well worth it because of the exposure that you get. And he's very genuine about, he's not gonna lie to you about stuff. He
Right.
shoots stuff and he goes over it. And if you're a fan of his channel, you know what I'm talking about. He's just a very honest guy. Well, so I brought all that stuff out there and realized, like, I got home like, oh my gosh, he did me a huge favor. I mean, he showed everything. We shot everything and had a great time. And not only that, he allowed me to invite all my friends.
Right.
I mean,
That's what was cool about it.
yeah, we brought out. I was like, if we're gonna do this, man, let's make a day of it.
We had
you
a
know?
great time. Peter.
Yeah. Yep.
Peter
Well,
Palma.
of course.
He was
Anytime
nuts.
Palma shows up, man, it's.
I tried to get him out here. He's like, no, I ain't coming out there.
Yeah, I think he's a little jaded at this point, but
Yeah.
well,
He'll
he'll
get back
come.
into
He'll
it.
come around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that
Keep
that was a
bugging
really
him,
good
we'll get him
time.
out. We'll get him out to one of these events.
For sure.
Maybe big. Well, you guys don't do big 3. Maybe the next range day or something like that.
Big 3 was and it's my bad, kind of a big misunderstanding. I think there was a typo in an email.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, seriously, it was a number typo in an email that kept us from going because I just talked to CJ today, and I was like, yeah, dude, I really want to go. You guys are right down the street. It's an amazing event. All my friends go. Of course, I'd love to be there. It's nothing personal, but it's just it was a budget decision with my boss.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it was a little too expensive or whatever. And he goes, well, what did we quote you or whatever? And I told him what the quote was, and he goes, what? No, dude, you're way over. And I was like, are you serious? So yeah, it was a typo in an email, and that's the only reason we haven't been in 2 years. So yeah, we're headed back.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna
so
jump
you're gonna
back
be
in.
there?
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
Yeah, it's in our neck of the woods.
Smart.
I know. It's right down the street, and they love supporting local companies, and we love supporting them.
I was gonna come see you guys this last one, but of course the hurricane blew through. So
Oh yeah.
put a kibosh on everything.
Yeah,
so
it really did.
I need to try to schedule that for maybe March or October.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I've not been to the Kel-Tec facility yet.
You're welcome anytime, man. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure you're going to be there.
Oh, well, yeah, for sure.
I don't want you to be gone and then you show up and it's like, hey, anybody home?
Hey, could somebody show him around? Yeah.
Because that's never happened before, that anyone's ever gone to Orlando and Chad left.
Just showed up. Yeah, Chad's not there.
Never happened before.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Devin's still bent about something, sounds like.
Maybe that happened to him once or twice.
Yeah, my schedule, man, it's, I'm
You're
all over the place,
man.
but,
What's something you've done really cool lately? Place you've been,
where did I
did
just get
something
back
with
from?
somebody.
Oh, I was in Colorado. I took a training course with a company called HITS, H-I-T-S.
Okay.
And a man named Hank Iverson. Hank, I'm so sorry, man. I think he's South African.
Did he talk like this? Was he South African?
Hank is one of the coolest, and one of the deadliest guys I've ever met. And he's got a.
Let me guess. The H.I. is his name, Hank Iverson.
Hank Iverson Training School or something. Yeah. And this is something he does. He just started training civilians. The civilian training is brand new to him.
So has he got like special forces background or something like that?
Very, very special. Yeah.
Very, very special.
When I left the training camp, a certain group of guys were coming in for 3 weeks, and that certain group of guys are the type of guys that pretty much every kid wants to grow up to be.
Right.
I can't say who they were, but that's the caliber of guys that he trains.
Mike and John and Paul and Earl.
Right. Yeah.
Carl.
Yeah. And just to put it, these guys are awesome, and he actually invited me to come back he's like, you want to come back for a week and hang out with these guys? I was like, are you kidding me?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So what they do is they go in and they do hand-to-hand combatives. They do all the type of stuff that our special forces guys need to know. And so they go to this guy Hank, and he just kind of brushes them up on their skill set.
So is it mainly hand-to-hand, or do you have some firearm?
Hand-to-hand. His biggest thing is improvised.
Close quarter combat.
Yep. His improvised weapons is his biggest thing, but the guy's an incredible shooter. And Hank's an older guy. I think he's in his 50s, and he's still running and gunning like a madman. And he's still fighting guys to the ground like a madman. I mean,
he's taking them down, no problem.
Yeah, and he shows absolutely no mercy whatsoever. And just being in his presence kind of makes me nervous, And guys that are really good at fighting meet Hank, and they realize, I don't know if I want to challenge this dude, because he really is. He just got that thing about him, but he's not cocky.
Yeah.
He's just good.
So I just had, before you guys came, a couple interviews earlier, and I don't normally get nervous, with people on the show, but I don't know if you know who Gary O'Neill is or not. Famous Ranger.
Sure.
He's got a book out now. It's called The American Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Super great dude. He's in his 70s.
Yeah.
And he was telling us a story about how
those guys are American treasures, man.
Yeah.
Really
last year, he suited up and played professional football, semi-pro football, and became the oldest man to play semi-pro football or pro football. It's like 70, is that how old he was, 70? Gary O'Neill. Yeah, you weren't here. She missed it. But he was telling that story about how he was just going and he was knocking these people down and tearing them up. And But
it just goes to show you, man, a ton of what those guys, what they train on is it's a particular mindset, and that's why
that's exactly what I said. It's a mindset. It's mind over matter.
Right, and that's and I know everyone's seen the shows, the special operations guys and their training and stuff. And you'll have the biggest, baddest guys, the best swimmers, the this, that, and the other. But the guys with the strongest minds are always the guys that make it through. Yeah, and they're just guys that were born that way.
Yeah, willpower, man.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
He joined the Army when he was 15. He went to Vietnam when he was 15.
Wow. Wow.
Stole his cousin's ID. He was there for 3 years.
Wow.
Over Vietnam before they found him out.
Didn't he go back?
Yes,
yeah,
he went back.
I think he did.
They discharged him.
That's right.
Said you can never serve again under any circumstance unless it's a state of emergency or something like that. And his mom's like, well, your aunt, or I can't remember what he said, is works for the DOD. She'll take care of that.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And then he went right back. Went right back over the bit. But he had to go through boot camp and do all that stuff again too. Took all his medals away from him.
He loves that though, right?
No, he was. Yeah, he was.
Boot camp. Yeah, bring it on. Let's do it.
Like, I didn't do it for the medals. Fuck the medals.
Yeah.
That's not why I was doing it. That's not why I did it.
I know, man.
But people like that.
Yeah, love it.
True inspiration, and
absolutely.
I was like chills the whole time.
I know you could bring Miley Cyrus in here, and I couldn't care less, But you bring a guy like that in here, and I'll stay here all day and pick his brain, and these guys are my heroes, So
same here.
Love that. Very cool. That's a big honor for you to have him on. Man.
Oh, it was huge.
Yeah,
it was a huge honor.
It's great.
So I think they're doing a movie. They're gonna turn the book into
about
a movie,
him?
talking about
awesome.
it. Yeah, talking about it, and it's like, hey, I'll be your 30-year-old, 40-year-old version of you. I can pull it off.
Yeah. I'll be the 71-year-old version of you. Got my beard oil and everything, man.
He's like, fuck that. I'm gonna play myself.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Dude, just a ball of energy, man.
I bet any chance to jump in and even play combat, I'm sure he's all over that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man.
So what's in the works for you guys? Kel-Tec got anything new on the horizon you want to talk about?
We do. Next year, SHOT Show. Actually, we might have some new stuff at NRA, but definitely next year at SHOT Show, we're going to have new guns, not variants, but actual new guns. Yeah, and there may be some revamping of some older guns, some not necessarily Gen 2s, but similar platforms, just completely redone.
Rethought?
Yeah. So
okay.
A lot of our handguns they're old, and the molds are old, and so we're rehashing those guns.
You've seen the gator grip that we've kind of taken on, that that little checkered.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pointing at the flashlight.
It's sort of a trademark for us. Yeah.
So we're working on
your knives with that also?
We do. Yeah. We've got a folding knife. Awesome knife, actually. Yeah. The knives kind of come and go. They come and go in waves. You know? But yeah, if when we make the next batch of knives, definitely pick one up. They're awesome. This is a good knife.
So I didn't mean to interrupt you. Are you continuing that pattern, or is that we're going to see a change in that?
Well, we've been slowly. Well, I guess with the Sub 2000, we updated that, and we went ahead and took the opportunity to, upgrade it. But
did you see mine that I sent in, Chad? Did you look at it? Did you ever see it?
I don't know.
Because I hydro dipped it.
I did see it. Yeah.
It's like I really wasn't happy with it because the pattern was too big for the thing, but it still turned out pretty cool. It's got a nice little stealthy.
I don't think I saw that.
Do another one of these.
Selfie.
But so I don't know. Maybe Chad might know more than me about that. But
I go up to
I know
engineering.
we've been wanting to upgrade the grips and stuff like that. The polymer. Just to kind of match at least. But
so we want to bring that same trademark. But while we're at it, we're going to do pretty much what we did with the Sub 2000. And this is all. I'm assuming that George is going to let us do all this stuff because honestly, I don't think George wants to do the 32s and 380s anymore, and probably not the P11 anymore. However, there's going to be a lot of value added.
Can't blame him for that.
Yeah,
he's going on vacation and designing new guns.
Yeah.
Is that what he does?
Yeah, that's all he does. And he only goes on vacation.
He's in Africa with his laptop in his seat
because his wife literally drags him away,
makes him leave
from the factory. Yeah, he doesn't want to leave. Yeah, so I'm hoping that that's something that we can show next year is some revamps on those guns. And
awesome.
While we're at it, we'll do the same thing we did with the Sub 2000 and actually change the components of the gun. So they'll actually be new guns and not just second gens of older guns.
I'm
yeah,
excited. But I like the Gen 2 right now.
the Sub 2000.
Yeah,
oh
the
yeah,
Sub
it's great.
2000,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I love it.
not going to change anytime soon. But just
Okay.
yeah, there's some. We're hoping, and I've seen some prototypes of some of our newer handguns that are coming out.
All right, so I got a suggestion for you for your apparel for next year.
Okay.
Put that pattern on your shirts.
Oh, not a bad idea. It's on the guns on the shirts, but
Do the whole shirts that pattern
that might be kind of cool.
all over.
Yeah. not
I
a
was
bad
thinking maybe
idea.
you could implement that into your logo also.
kind of
somehow.
do like a subdued. Yeah.
Subdued thing
Yeah.
on there.
I like
That would
that.
look
Gator
badass.
gripped.
Yeah,
Kind of a Cryptek pattern or something, but
Yeah,
with the
but
gator
with-
in there. Yeah.
it's the Keltec pattern.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
I get credit for that one too.
Man, you're just full of them today, dude.
Follow them every day.
Good. Yeah, come hang out at the booth. Actually, come hang out at our meetings, our marketing meetings and stuff.
Just Skype me in, man.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be sitting in my boxers and wearing my
yeah. Let me check with the orb.
Keltec shirt and hat, just waiting for them to say, "Hey, you ever gonna pick me up?"
Yeah.
I think your patch is on upside down. I think it's supposed to be a handlebar mustache.
I don't know. It's Birdman. He's got a podcast.
Uh-huh.
He does the
Let me see
Anti-Terrorist Alliance
Yeah, dude,
podcast. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
Little Dirty Sanchez.
Or wait, if you're Chris Slash, hang on.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Now I know that was him. They got off the elevator.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
They were passing us as we were getting on the elevator last night.
Yeah.
Chris and Dana Lash.
They're awesome people, man. Super nice.
I'd love to meet him. I met Chris before. He's
Okay.
awesome.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we've
Good.
talked.
So you
met.
talked to him?
Well, I hadn't met Dana yet.
Yeah, she's just as cool and nice as he is.
Come by the booth tomorrow at 4:30.
Okay.
Dana and Chris
4:30
will
to
be there.
5:30. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Tomorrow, 4:30,
Signing
5:30.
pictures.
Yeah, she'd be signing. I guess what we call headshots.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
yeah.
She's not doing her book, the Fly Over America or whatever.
Flyover Nation.
Flyover Nation.
Awesome book, by the way. If you get
Yeah.
a chance, pick that up and read it. But no, we didn't. We're not doing books. I don't think this year. But that might be something we'll probably do at NRA or something. But yeah, so we're just doing like headshots this year.
Cool.
So, yeah, just for logistical reasons, like getting the books here and storing them and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. We were a little late on that, so we couldn't get that done. But
I think somebody would rather have a headshot of her anyway. So.
yeah, who doesn't want
This
a cool-
crowd.
Yeah, and I think the headshots are actually the don't quote me on this, but I think they're the picture of the cover of the book of Flyover Nation.
Oh, okay.
Don't
yeah,
quote me on this, but our booth number 16741.
It is 16741
Okay.
Keltec main booth up on the main floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that actual photo is actually it's super cool. So it'd be something you could kind of frame and put on your put in your house somewhere in your office.
Maybe put it on the back of this something. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one at the house. She did a book signing in Orlando or Sanford, and we set up security for her in
Cool.
so she did a book signing, gave all the security guys books and signed a poster for everybody, and I got one and framed it up and put it up in the house. Yeah. It's a cool photo. So
I got to ask you, do you drink the Beats thing that she takes?
Super Beats.
Super Beats.
No,
Are you on the Super Beats?
I keep asking her about that, and she says that's like a super legit thing. Like,
Well, she's
like
very passionate about it. so
Yeah, no, I mean
I've been tempted to try it.
she's got a ton of integrity. She's not the type of person
Oh, I
that's
know,
gonna push.
I know,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But yeah, so that stuff apparently really works. I haven't tried it yet, but I want to.
I thought I'd bring it because it's like an oddball product.
It really is. I know, but
it's Super Beats.
but yeah, now a lot of people don't quite think.
Not making fun of you, Dana. I swear.
It brings a good point. A lot of people don't think enough about their health.
Yeah. Do you
And,
see her hair
yeah.
at
Oh,
the Super Beats?
Right.
Super Beats?
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
Gives you perfect hair.
perfect hair. Yeah.
Every time. Yeah. She wakes up looking like that, man.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Guys, appreciate you coming by. As always,
Yeah.
been a
Thanks.
pleasure.
Thanks for having us. It's always a good time.
And I guess Big 3. We're going to see you at Big 3.
Yep.
March.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you probably in a few hours, but yeah.
Well, yeah. We're gonna go hit the nightlife here.
Yeah.
Turn it up a little bit. Wow.
Yeah. What's going on over there, dude?
You need some of your beer product.
Look at that dude. He's drinking Super Beats, I think. What's in his jeans?
Oh, I got you.
Wow.
That's a proud man right
Looks like
there.
he's got a beanbag in his. Oh, it's something in his pocket.
Yeah, I bet. I bet there's something in his pocket. All right, let's do the sign off.
Yes, sir.
And as always, lead heads, keep your loved ones close.
And keep your Keltex closer.
And your fat bottom beard company
In your
scent
beard.
in your pocket. So it makes it look like you got a rocket in your pocket.
Fat Bottom, thank you so much, guys. This is I've been wanting to get a hold of some of this stuff, man. I'll do what I can to promote it as well. So,
Cool.
Thank you.
Word.
All right, so that was a good interview with our buddies at Keltec there. We're going to be seeing them at NRA. That's coming up end of the month, and yours truly is going to be there, and I know James in 1776 United is going to be there as well. Are you guys going to be set up at a booth?
I think we're going to be hanging out with Mike Santola and All Star Tactical.
Yeah, Santola. I hadn't talked to him in a while.
Not sure what booth number is. I'm trying to find that, but yeah, we'll be floating around probably more than we're stationed. So,
all right. You guys need to float around to where we're going to be.
Definitely.
Thursday, the first day of NRA. That's what's the date on that? Is that the 21st?
Thursday is the 27th.
Or 27th, yeah. So 27th will be at Frontier Tactical's booth. And I think that number is 5361. And then Friday and Saturday, we're going to be at Eagle Imports booth. And I don't have a number on their booth yet. But if you just, if you guys look up Eagle Imports in the directory, we're actually going to be set up there doing the show Friday and Saturday. So you lead heads, if you're at NRA, you plan on attending, come by, say hey, try to get you guys on the show if I can. I don't have my set schedule yet of interviews, but it's always kind of hectic. But definitely come by and listen. And when we get done with our interviews, I'd love to meet and greet you guys at the Eagle Imports booth. And then also at Frontier Tactical, I'm not planning on recording while there. I'm just kind of going to be there hanging out, meeting and greeting people. So Thursday, Frontier Tactical, and then Sunday at Frontier Tactical. You guys can find me at those booths. And then I'll be floating around to other people's booths, kind of like you guys are going to be doing too. So yeah, maybe I'll swing by the Mike Santola's booth over there at All-Star Tactical. And you guys are going to be set up. You're going to be selling some of your products there, right? You're going to have it available for people to buy?
Yeah, it's going to be limited just because we don't have our own booth, so we won't be able to spread out. But we will be having some products and selling, at a discounted rate, of course. So and we'll be having some Talking Lead apparel with us too.
Awesome. So you guys make sure that you head on over to All Star Tactical's booth and get your Talking Lead T-shirt at a discounted price. That's awesome.
Yep.
And some of the other cool 1776 United products. I'm sure you're going to have maybe some hats and maybe some patches.
Yeah, we'll bring some hats, patches, koozies, just some random stuff. We'll probably just pass out a bunch of decals and stickers for free. So
cool. There you go. So what's new and exciting at 1776 United? What do you guys got going on? You got some new designs coming out, getting ready to hit?
Yeah, we had a lot of big changes over the past couple of months just internally, and we're working on a late spring summer launch, probably 4 or 5 designs, just different design t-shirts. And we are actually, I know a lot of you guys probably have seen our hats with the underbill print on them, the flat bill hats. So
I got one right back there. It's up to the right, to the right of the
guy.
Yeah.
There it is. So we're not only are we restocking all of our hats, we are adding on larger sizes for the flex fits, and we are also coming out with curved bill hats in the current styles that we sell. So I know a lot of people have been wanting curved bill hats for the past year, and
this guy,
curved bill, still with the underbill print that we do and all the custom details, but we're doing curved bill flex fits and curved bill snapbacks. So huge release. It's probably going to be early May. So
I like the snapbacks because I got a funky size head, and I'm like in between like the small and the medium on those flex fits. Yeah.
Yeah, snapbacks are, they're supposed to be one size fit all, but and then we got small, medium, large.
Those Velcro ones work good. The little Velcro tabs.
Yeah, I mean, you can get an exact size on those.
Right, you can get real
So-
precise on those. I dig those hats. Yeah. Cool.
So,
What? Give us an idea of the kind of new logos, new themes you got coming out.
We're actually doing a World War II bomber inspired lineup, I guess. There's gonna be 3 or 4 shirts that, those old World War II bombers that had like the pinup girls and like that kind of artwork on the side of the bomber. So yeah, we're doing kind of a historic World War II bomber theme, along with some other stuff. But that's gonna be about 4 shirts right there.
Dude,
And
you
then,
gotta do one in commemoration of the big bomb we just dropped. The world's largest non-nuclear bomb, the MOAB. You got to do a MOAB shirt. Yeah.
Do a shirt of like Donald Trump shirtless holding the bomb, or riding the bomb.
Do that, or a little slogan that says USA biggest bomb since Hiroshima. Or, I don't know, something like that.
That's gonna trigger some people right there.
Our bombs are bigger than your bombs.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point. It's triggered people. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have done that with some of our apparel in the past. That's for sure.
Right. Like my favorite shirt, Die Terrorist Scum.
Die Terrorist Scum.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You wouldn't believe the looks I get when I wear that shirt around town, man. People they like keep their distance from me, like I'm the fucking terrorist or something. It's like, no, I'm actually the opposite. I'm saying Die Terrorist Scum.
The fact that it says die on the shirt probably scares some people to begin with.
Right.
So,
exactly.
But a lot of big things coming up. So,
well, that's good, man. That is real good. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm really glad to hear, I'll be really glad to hear when we come up with the new design for our lead heads. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see the submissions for that contest.
Yeah, we got that running for a little over a month. Get all those submissions in and get some shirts and new patches for you guys for sure.
Yeah, the lead, so you guys can sport your lead-headedness around town at the gym,
all over the range,
at your church, at your kids' soccer game,
at family gatherings. Yep,
everywhere. Yeah, so very cool. All right, I can't let you go without hitting you with some of the new guy questions. I know you're pressed on time here, but since this is your very first time on the show, I got to hit you with some of the new guy questions. So
okay,
I'm going to pick and choose here. So if you could spend the day at the range with anybody, whether they're still living or dead or fictional, or a group of people, who would you pick? Who do you want to spend the day at the range with?
I would probably pick, at this moment in time, I'd probably pick Hickok 45.
Hickok?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to be really big into YouTube and watching all the different channels. We've done stuff with Iraq Veteran and obviously you guys.
Eric,
But Hickok 45 was I've subscribed to him for a long time, and before 1776 United got where it is now. I don't know. He was a channel I watched almost daily before I got super busy. But
that's a good choice, man. I mean, he's definitely iconic in our world and our industry, and he's a great guy too. And you would have a blast. I've spent some time with him on the range. He's super cool guy. Yeah, him and John both, his son. Yeah.
Yeah, we met both of them 2 years ago at the NRA show in Nashville, and so they were pretty cool. Only talked to them for a brief second.
Were you amazed at how tall they are?
Well, I'm 6'5" myself, so yeah. I mean,
and they tower over you.
They towered over me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy, but.
So bucket list. What would be your bucket list firearm or piece of kit or vehicle? I'm throwing vehicle in on this. Yeah, this is a new. if
okay, so bucket list. Money is not an object.
No, that's going to be next. Yeah.
All right. Bucket list. Let's see. This is sad to say, but I don't own a Glock.
What?
I own multiple handguns. I
don't have a Glock.
I don't have a Glock, and so that's been.
Well, I'll concur
19,
that
honestly.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be your next person. Have you ever shot a Glock? I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot.
Going to Eric's and every play. I mean, plethora of guns to shoot. So
Yep. So
certain caliber. What caliber would you get?
Probably the Glock 19. So
G19.
Yep.
Cool.
But
9
I've
mil?
been eyeing one for over a year. I don't know, haven't pulled the trigger. Need to get one. So
You said pull the trigger. All right, so now money be damned, laws be damned, rules be damned. What would you have? What would you own?
I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, but there's an Instagram page called fear_the_wrath. And
Fear
it
the
is
Wrath.
Fear the Wrath. And it's just a page I randomly came across, but it is a tricked out, I'm pretty sure it's a Ford F2 or F350, but it's got a turret on the back. I mean, it is like the ultimate off-road looking thing. I mean, yeah.
So
anyway,
something along those lines. So it's like
they
a big.
put it up for sale last week. So
So it's like a shit hits the fan kind of bug out
Yeah.
vehicle.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty massive and gnarly looking. So, but yeah, that thing's pretty cool. Something along the lines of that.
So I just Googled Fear the Wrath truck. Here's an image of. So has it got the Wrath on the front of it with stars? Is that the one?
Yeah, it's a big. Yeah, it's a
Okay, here it is.
big tan truck.
Yep, that's it right there. That's sure. So speaking of trucks, I was at my brother's the other day, and there's a show on the History Channel, and it's called the guy's last name is Hawk, Hauk. You ever heard of him?
Hauk.
Yeah.
I have not.
So what they do is they do like what you're talking. They take vehicles and they custom make them for people, or he's got an idea one and he'll just make it and hope that somebody comes around and buys it.
I'm looking at their website. It's got some pretty gnarly machines on there.
I'm telling you. So this one episode, they took a Jeep, and they wanted to do we're talking about the new stuff, designs that you guys are going to be doing with the World War II and stuff, with the, the B-52s had all that artwork on the nose, and they would put stuff on the bombs and, stuff like that. They'd paint Betties on the side of the the B-52s, hot Betties. So they took a Jeep, and with that B-52 theme, wanted to turn a Jeep into that kind of thing. Not an airplane, but give it that look. And so it's all aluminum. All the rivets that they went through and put. I don't know how many thousands of rivets they went and put in this Jeep. They
I'll have
put
to go find that.
blowers on the hood that look like 50 cal machine guns, and they spin when the air comes in it. It's just badass. It's a big rock crawler is what they turned it into.
Did you say it was on a TV show? They got a TV show on?
Yeah, History Channel has a TV show, and I can't remember what it's called. Let me Google it here. But the guy's last name is Hawk. It's Hawk Designs. If you guys Google Hawk Designs, there's a picture of that Jeep and some other cool-ass vehicles that this guy has custom made. So the series is called Road Hawks on the History Channel, and it's Hauks. It's just a story of this dude who just started, his like parents' garage, and he's slowly building up his company. He's got a big, warehouse that he's building all his stuff in with all the cool, expensive machinery now, but he's living in an RV at the back of it right now because he's got every penny tied up in
the shop and whatnot.
Yeah, in the shop and the equipment and everything. But it's pretty.
I'll have to Hulu it or something. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool show. I mean, it's like any of those reality, quote reality TV shows. It's definitely scripted to some point, but the cool stuff that they do on there is awesome to watch them do that stuff. So don't forget, come by and visit us at Eagle Imports on Friday and Saturday, and then on Thursday and Sunday at Frontier Tactical's booth. Frontier Tactical is 5361, and Raphael just sent me a message here. Does he have the booth number? No, he does not. So, so still don't know the booth number, but I'll be posting that. So make sure you guys come by and visit with me at Frontier Tactical's booth and Eagle Imports booth. And make sure you go visit James and our good buddy Mike Santola over at All Star Tactical's booth, which, did you have a number on it?
No, I don't have it yet.
Don't have it yet? Okay.
Yeah, if you follow us on social media, 1776 United, I'll be, if we're not there, we're floating around. We'll be posting where we are. So
right, and then they're going to have some awesome swag there for you guys to buy, including the Talking Lead T-shirt. So if you come by and see me, I'll let you know where they're at. You can go find them, or they might even be there next to me. Yep.
Yeah, we'll be floating around a little bit. So
might try to grab them and bring them in the booth with us. But don't forget about the contest too. So to get that new lead head design going, we need your input. Need you guys' input, and you're going to win a T-shirt with that new logo, a patch with that new logo, and a standard Talking Lead T-shirt logo T-shirt, and $100 gift card from 1776 United to be used at anything on their web store.
Yep.
Anything
at all.
Hells yeah. That's awesome, man. And they need to tell them where they need to go and what they
just head to our website, 1776united.com. Scroll to the bottom and just look for the lead head contest link. And I'm sure I'll give you the URL so you can post it, and we'll share it as well. So
there we go. Sounds great. James, I appreciate you taking the time to be on the show with us, brother. I know you got to go. Got a little sports contest you got to get to.
Yep.
Kickball. We were talking about that. I'd never played kickball before. It sounds like fun.
Recreational beer drinking league kickball.
There you go, like beer pong. That's cool. A big thanks to our sponsors, all the guys that make this show possible. Modern Spartan Systems. Marcus was on our show last week. They've started that new program called Spartan Nation. So make sure you guys go to their website, take part in that. It's a really cool program that they've got started. And that's at modernspartansystems.com. Frontier Tactical. As I said, we're going to be at Frontier Tactical's booth at NRA Thursday and Sunday. Definitely we'll be there. We'll be floating around all week. That's booth 5361. And in the meantime, you go check out their website and those awesome new ARs that they have. The FT line of AR-15s. They've got the rifles and the pistols, and they come standard with Frontier Tactical's famous Warlock system, to where you're going to be able to have multiple calibers, convert your AR-15 to multiple calibers right out of the box. It's going to include that Warlock system. So you can switch from a 5.56 to a 300 blackout with just a twist of the Warlock system. Pop one out, put one in. Up to 90 different calibers you're going to be able to do with that thing. It's freaking awesome. And then it makes, now that they've come out with that pistol, a freaking awesome truck gun. And they even got one for purses now. An AR that'll fit in a purse. How cool is that? So definitely, if you guys,
I'm gonna have to change my my bucket list to that one AR you were just talking about.
Yeah, Frontier Tactical's FT.
Calibers.
Yeah,
that sounds sweet.
It is badass. It definitely is, and they will have that at NRA. So make sure you guys stop by their booth, 5361. X Steel Targets.
X Steel Targets.
For all your AR 500 steel target needs, there's no other place to go. Nobody else you need to call. Just go to xsteeltargets.com, and Bud has everything you need there. If he doesn't, they can custom make something for you. They've got silhouette targets. They've got the Texas Stars. They've got the dueling trees. They've got it all. xsteeltargets.com. Glock, the official carry of Left Hand of Talking Lead. I cut my teeth on a Glock. The first gun I ever owned was a Glock 22, first handgun that I bought for my own personal protection was a Glock 22. Yeah, that's a 40 cal. I understand, James. Don't hate. I've been reading all these articles about how the 40 caliber is just is dying out. Guys, 40 caliber is not going to go anywhere. There's so many millions of 40 caliber handguns that are on the market that aren't going to die out anytime soon. 40 caliber is going to be around. So I've got the 23 that I personally carry now. Had it tricked out by Danny over at Pack Arms. The Talking Lead Templar's Knight design. If you guys have seen some pictures I posted on Facebook and Instagram, it's badass. It's got dragon scale serrations up on the front. He's ported in a Templar sword on both sides, all the way through to the barrel, so you can see the barrel. And then on the top, it's a Templar shield. And then on the barrel, he's put in like a lion or something on the barrel, and he's Cerakoted it, kind of weathered it, made it look weathered. And then there's a nice big cool Templar cross up on the top. Really cool design, just something that I came up with, and he was able to put something together and knock that out. He can do custom designs for you too, so check him out over at Pack Arms. And of course, that was to my Glock, and Glock's easy to find. Just I think it's us.glock.com, and check out all the cool Glock lifestyle items that they have on their website as well. Coolers, shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff. And then, of course, 1776 United, the official apparel supplier of Talking Lead. It's just 1776united.com. I mean, you guys know it. You've been talking about them for years. You've been seeing the cool Talking Lead t-shirts. That's something we probably need to do sometime. We haven't had a t-shirt contest in a while. Just like a... You remember when we did that? People were like posing with their shirts, doing all kinds of stuff.
Yep, fan photo kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll get this lead head design out of the way, and then we'll talk about doing another one of those maybe.
Yep, we'll get a couple more designs out there for you too after that.
Yeah.
Start working on some new products.
There you go. Well, James, again, thank you so much for taking the time, for being on, and look forward to seeing you guys at NRA coming up here in just a couple weeks.
Definitely, man. Thank you for having me, and appreciate everybody listening in. And NRA show is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
it's only 2 weeks away.
It's a couple of weeks away. I know by the time everybody hears this, it'll probably be about a week away. So I'm going to try to get, again, this is before Easter, so trying to get this out during Easter. If you guys are listening, and I did make it on time, happy Easter, and everybody stay safe, and do what you do on Easter. I mean, I don't know what people do on Easter. I go and I eat. I go to my families, and we just chow, fill our big old belly.
That's what we're doing. Yep.
And you got youngins, don't you? You be doing an Easter egg hunt and all that kind of stuff, won't you?
I got a 10-month-old, so no.
She's a little too young, isn't she?
A little too young. Maybe next year.
I thought I heard her in the background there.
That was probably her.
Sounded like she's waking up. All right, buddy. As always, Leadheads, keep your loved ones close.
Keep your MOAB bombs closer.
But not too close, because they're the biggest bomb, non-nuclear bomb there is.
Since World War II.
Yeah. Make sure you kick that sumbitch out the back of your plane and run.
Yeah. Or fly away.